Read Mauro, you sexy motherfucker.
I'm sexy. Let's go.
What are you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you.
I'm living my life.
You living the dream?
Dreaming. I'm dreaming. I got Saratoga.
Saratoga, man.
They don't sponsor this, I hope.
They don't, but they will. They sponsor me. They just don't know about it.
Yeah. Like I would boof a Saratoga if I wanted. But like
You would boof it?
I'd boof it, bro.
What? Why would you boof it?
I want the vitamins. What are we talking about?
I don't think there's vitamins, bro. It's just water.
It says natural spring water. There's no ingredient list on this?
I mean, there could be some minerals.
Oh, I thought it was saying sources, sweet water spring in Saratoga Spring. I thought that was the ingredients list.
Yeah, okay, guys. We got a special one on today. That's
Yeah.
Last night was fun. The show was good.
That was.
We did a little show at St. Mark's Comedy Club, and there was a pretty good audience.
Yeah.
15 people or something for a Wednesday night. That was
fun.
out of control.
Yeah. There's these two girls who wanted a refund, and I was like, "You came to the show and bought a ticket online. You're not getting a refund for that. That's not isn't that crazy?" Like,
Yeah, they just wanted to leave.
Yeah, and I'm like, you can just get a ticket for another show, but like you bought online, it says no refunds.
So what do you do in that situation? Do you just give them a free ticket and say you can come back?
I was just like, just email my boss, and then they're like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I was like, John Bennett. It's an inside joke. Okay.
Yeah, I was there. I was there when you said that. John Bennett's another comic, in case anyone didn't pick up on that. Funny fucker.
Yeah.
What is the? So you so just everyone knows Reed works at St. Mark's Comedy Club. He's also a comic. He's a great comic. He's a young fella. He's going after it. So it's been we had him booked in a week ago. We couldn't quite make that date work, so we got him in again today. Hell yeah. What is like the craziest thing you've seen at St. Mark's Comedy Club just working there? I did notice one time you were cleaning up someone's spew, and I was like, okay, I don't envy you there. That looked pretty awful.
I don't know. I've like cleaned up like Dookie. That's not great. That's Dookie, bro. I don't know.
Wait, in the toilet?
In the toilet, dude.
Yeah.
Josue was there for that one.
What did they not? What they not shit in the toilet bowl?
There's bathrooms downstairs that we share with the business next door, and
I've never figured out those bathrooms because there's a male and a female, but the male one's full of junk. Does everyone just use the female?
Basically, there's two stalls in that one, so
right.
But like one time, I was like putting toilet paper down there, and it was like it smelled like way worse than usual, and I like looked around. And there's like a little waste paper basket right next to the toilet. And someone just put a fucking turd in there, bro. Like,
oh my god!
I'm like, how do you miss? Did you like? I had so many questions. Like, did you miss the toilet with the shit, or did you just pick it up out of the toilet, throw it in, or did you just like chimpanzee it, fucking pull it out of your ass, just toss it in there? Like, what are you doing?
At least they put it in the bin.
I mean, at least they put it in something that was on the floor. Yeah, I guess, but. Bro, they let it dry out and shit. Like, what? It's not manure. Like, what are we doing?
So why do you guys have to clean that when we don't really use that? Like,
I never said I cleaned it.
Oh, you're just putting toilet paper in.
I just let the bookstore deal with that one. That was not me.
And do they deal with it?
I think so.
Yeah. Because that's really their toilet, isn't it? Essentially, that's what they use the most.
Yeah.
Like they don't have another bathroom upstairs.
Yeah, they're stinky. They're a stinky group.
Yeah, there's some questionable people going in and out of that bookstore.
Oh my god,
What? Okay, so people don't know. There's a bookstore next to the St. Mark's Comedy Club. Underneath, they do art as well. Is it an art studio?
I think so.
But the guys that go to art are all, what's the nicest way to say it? Most of them are probably
crusty,
ex-drug addicts. Maybe still drug addicts.
Still doing drugs. I've seen them do Molly in the basement. Like I know they dabble.
Yeah, but these guys, there's some guys that go down there, a lot of them that look like they're on some harder stuff than Molly. Like they are cooked.
There's some drunk people who just like come in through their room and then go into the basement and then come back up through our stairs.
No way.
It's annoying. Yeah. We have like a lock on the door now because of it. It happens too frequently where I'm just like, I hate.
But also, you guys sometimes leave alcohol downstairs, Don't you worry about that getting stolen?
They put a lock on the door finally. That was the one scare.
So it all gets pushed in the storeroom at the back now. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I've walked downstairs and it's been in the kitchen area, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, and we gotta start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a beating stick.
Do you?
At the club. I hide it. It's got like a nail in it. So if anyone messes with me, bro, get a little
legit.
Yeah. You've ever seen my beating stick?
Nah.
It literally says my beating stick.
Wow.
Reedy's beating stick.
Is that because you are worried about your safety at all, or is it just a prank?
No, I just want to beat the shit out of somebody at some point. Dude. I want to crack a skull.
Yeah. How did you come across working for Danny and Alexis? Because you do shifts at the V Spot as well.
Infrequently, but
mostly at St. Mark's.
Mostly St. Mark's. Yeah.
V Spot is another restaurant that the owners of St. Mark's own. It's a vegan restaurant in downtown Brooklyn. Is that correct?
Park Slope.
Park Slope.
I don't know if that's down.
I don't know. I don't know what's downtown or uptown. It's in Brooklyn. So you do some. How did you meet the boys?
I actually so when I first moved here, I just emailed everyone. I emailed all the comedy clubs because I knew I wanted to work at a comedy club.
Mm-hmm.
And the only one that responded immediately was them. And I would go to I went to shows at all the different clubs, and they were all like, oh, I don't know, you can just email the manager and shit. They were the only ones who were actually there and were talking to me. So I was like, okay, and then I'll just settle with you guys.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's been, for a young comic who's keen to get stage time, it's worked perfect. You pretty much do shows every day.
Almost every day, yeah. Anytime I work, basically, I get time. So that's cool.
Amazing. And then when you're not working, do you still go in there as well sometimes?
Yeah, just to hang.
Yeah.
It's a good hang.
Yeah, it is. It is a good hang. If you the green room in a comedy club can be crap, but also a green room in a comedy club can be so much fun.
Yeah.
And St. Mark's, I haven't been to a green room that's as good as that.
Honestly, yeah.
It's just so much fun.
It's like everyone's just there and talking shit.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's really fun.
I like having that. You know?
Sometimes I'm not in the mood. I'm or I'm tired, so I'll just sit and watch the show.
Yeah.
If I'm in it and I just sit, it's just so much fun.
Yeah. It's not a bad talking shit either. It's just a fun.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone just it's all out of love for each other.
100%.
Adoration, you know?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
It's great. So, did you grow up in New York? Where did you come from?
I actually came from Jersey.
Ah,
Initially, I'd say I didn't have a fully functioning brain. Obviously I was 12, but I just fuck it. I was a little kid still, and I didn't fully grasp Jersey as a thing because I was a very sheltered kid. So then we moved to Pennsylvania, and I started meeting more people, and then they would take me out and go hang out. I grew more there than I did in Jersey, I think. Mm-hmm. But then in college, I went to Chicago.
Ah.
So, and then after Chicago, I came here.
Right. What was Chicago like?
Chicago, it's cleaner for one.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprises me.
Oh my God, bro! You walk down the street there, it's dude, they're fucking brushing it with toothbrushes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They're cleaning every little orifice. It's insane.
I wonder why New York isn't. There's just too many people here, isn't there? That's why.
I think it's also an older city. It's just there's been a lot more history here than Chicago. But Chicago is just it is clean. The homeless are a lot nicer there, I think.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is there still a lot of homeless?
Oh, absolutely.
Is that just a common trend all throughout America?
All throughout every major city, there's a lot of homeless. It's worse in California. That's the worst I've seen it.
It's worse than California?
It's worse in California.
Oh, in California. Okay.
Yeah,
I went to California when I was 22, so or maybe not even that, 21. Yeah, 15 years ago. And the homeless was bad then.
Yeah.
And I know it's gotten a lot worse. Apparently there's that place called Skid Row.
Oh yeah.
Which is hundreds of thousands of homeless.
I've seen the Vice documentary.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's not good, dude.
Was it? Because it was bad before the opiate crisis. The opiate crisis was really what got it going, wasn't it?
Just I think.
Do you know any history about it?
Honestly, I'm sure it was the government doing it. You know what I mean? I'm sure it was. If I know history, dude. If I know I met a few black people in my day. I know how that shit goes, dude. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna stop there before it gets a little weird.
Okay, so Chicago's clean. There's some homeless. Comedy scene there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot.
Were you getting into it when you were in college?
I honestly didn't do stand up then. I did more improv and sketch. I was in Second City for like a semester of my college. They gave it to me for free, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do that.
What were you studying?
I was studying like I initially went in for film, but then I was like, I hate everyone in this. So let me go into another one that I hate everyone in this. It was the theater and writing. So that was, yeah.
Were they?
They were marginally less worse, I'd say, than like the film people.
What did you find bad about the film people?
Oh my God, dude. It's like everyone wants to be Tarantino. Like what he didn't even go to film school, guys. You know, like it's do your fucking lessons or history lessons. Like what are you doing?
So is it just these young egos that don't?
These young like incel-y egos that are just like they don't understand. They don't understand what like makes something interesting. You know, they don't understand like an art form. They think too hard about an art form. Maybe I think that's more like. I'm trying to like decipher right now myself.
I understand.
Like,
I understand. Also, like, if your ego doesn't back up your skill set, then it's very irritating.
Exactly.
You know, like if you've got these people going, I'm so good at this and I want to be this, and you're like, well, you got to grind. You got to put in the hours before anyone's going to take you seriously.
Yeah, like in especially in film, it's like a group effort. Like if you're gonna be if you're trying to be top dog every fucking 5 seconds, like dude, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make it.
Yeah, it was incredible. The little I have had to do with film, which is bugger all. I had a little documentary crew. I don't know if you remember when I had that little documentary crew come out to the club, and then I saw what Guy was doing the other day, and it's, you know, there's a lot of cogs in the wheel. Like there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot. I would imagine it's a big cooperation of and it seems like it takes a lot of effort, timing everything and like planning everything. Like it's got to be pretty meticulous. Yeah. Otherwise, you're wasting everyone's time.
It's true.
Because everyone's getting paid hourly, right? I would assume. Or contract. So
it depends on the production. But.
Yeah. Okay. So did you end up? So you went to theater. Did you finish theater?
Yeah. I got a degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have plans then to move to New York and do theater?
I mean, no. I enjoy comedy more. Mm-hmm. Like I enjoyed doing like sketch and improv.
Yeah.
It was just like, I don't know. I was like kind of in a rut. Like I felt like super depressed because like the pandemic and shit.
Oh, so were you at college throughout the pandemic?
Actually, so like I went to college and then literally like the middle of my junior year, fucking pandemic happened.
So that's your first year.
That's my third year.
Third year is your junior year. Yeah. Okay, so you had 2 years of bliss.
Yeah.
Third year, you're in the pandemic, and you're doing a 4-year degree. I take it.
Yeah.
So then you're at home. You're probably not even at college. Were you staying at campus, or what were you doing?
So they told us we could stay at campus.
Yeah.
But then like all the shit hit the fan. Like it was like literally within the span of like 4 days. They told us, hey, we're gonna not close down the campus for the pandemic. It'll be fine. You all stay in your little rooms or whatever.
Yeah.
And then literally the next day they were like, actually, you actually all have to leave within 2 days.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were all like, what the fuck are you talking about? How are we going to finish class? And they're like, oh, you do it online. Like, what? That's great. And so we basically...
Was it sad? Tell me, what were you feeling?
It was fucking horrible, dude. It was like, it was terrible. I met all these people, and like I remember like at the very end, like everything was like shutting down and everyone started like wearing masks. It was literally like Thanos snapped his fucking finger. Everyone's like leaving. I'm like, what the fuck happened, dude?
Wow.
And so like we like.
So you had to then pack everything up because you would have had 2.5 years worth of clothes and.
Well, I mean, we would like move into the new dorm every year, so that was.
So at the end of a year, would you take everything home?
Basically, yeah.
Or you wouldn't put it in storage there, and.
Oh, actually, no. I did have storage there.
Okay.
My mom had a friend.
Okay.
Back home
that you could just leave a few things.
Yeah, you just leave it in your garage.
Righto. So you're going 2. Okay, so you've been given 2 days notice, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I told my mom, and she's like, fine.
She's probably like, I don't even want you to
Dude,
my
she's,
house.
she's like 70. She's like drove with my sister all the way to Chicago.
How long is that drive?
That's like 10 hours, bro.
From Jersey?
From Pennsylvania.
Okay. Damn.
It's like crazy.
You couldn't have got a bus or something, or?
Yeah, I mean, we had to like drive some of my stuff back. So.
Well, I mean, I guess you don't have a choice.
Yeah, it was rough, and so.
And you didn't have a car, obviously.
No, I was living in the city, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Damn. All right, and then what was it like transitioning from classes, being social with your friends, to then literally 4 days later you're at home?
It was rough.
Was it rough for all your friends? Like,
yeah, I'd say it was like pretty mentally like taxing. I was just like, I don't want to be. I already didn't want to like live in my parents' house.
Yeah.
So like I was just like, oh my god, what the fuck? Now I have to be here sooner. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so like I remember like for months I was just indoors. I never went outside, dude. It was rough. Like Taco Bell saved my life. Genuinely, we just get like DoorDash Taco Bell.
Wow.
It was great.
Wow.
Contactless delivery, baby. Yeah, but dude, I would eat like shredded chicken burritos or like the dollar menu shit for like every meal almost. It was like great.
Wow.
That was like the best part of it. You just eat Taco Bell all the fucking time.
Is Taco Bell pretty cheap?
Over there it is. Here for some reason like the value menu is like $3 a pop. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Okay.
That's not the Taco Bell I grew up with.
Okay. So then how do you finish a theater? Is it major? Is that what it is? A theater major?
It was like,
how do you do that when theater is very physical? You're in groups all the time, I would imagine.
yeah.
And
was
how do you
insane.
then what are you doing an online?
My classes mostly were like writing and like the performance stuff was more. It was more like acting and shit like that.
Gotcha.
But like our teacher was just like, yeah, you just write an essay and then we'll give you the points. And I'm like, okay, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and then like I remember one class was asking us to like make a video, and I do have like a background in like video editing, so I was like, fuck it, let's just do that.
Mm.
So I kind of flourished a
Yeah.
little bit with that
Okay.
one.
I see you can do a bit of video editing.
Yeah, a bit of it. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. Wow. I got a job, guys.
You never know. It's always good to know people. Okay, so then I guess you guys then, so by the time you finish your degree, COVID's kind of settled down. You moved to New York.
Yeah. Yeah, actually. Yeah. So, well, I did one more year at school like, during the pandemic.
Right.
And so, like, we went back and we were like in the dorms, but like all of our classes were not in person. They were like all on Zoom.
So you're back in the Zoom, sorry, back in the dorms, but you're not even going into class?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was rough.
That's weird.
Yeah. And we were just like sitting in, like, it was
Do you
a nice
think the
apartment,
teachers
at
just
least.
didn't want to go back?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Also, like, the teachers I had that first semester weren't like, there was like one particular, I was just like, I can't stand you
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
But like, and I was like, if I met you in person, I might want to like strangle myself just so I don't have to be in this situation. It was great. it was a great time.
It was a great time. So then what was it like then moving to New York?
It was good. It was so liberating, genuinely. Like I was like, fucking finally. But then a little bit of me was like annoyed because when I first moved here, I lived in Staten Island. So it was
Why Staten Island?
It was the cheapest option I had.
Okay.
And also it was like the only option that would like ask or it would let me like move in like out of state.
Right.
Which really blew my mind. I was like, why the fuck?
Were you sharing a room or what were you doing?
I lived with 3 other guys, and they were all like way older than me, and they were all nice. The only issue was that we all shared a bathroom, and it was very stinky. And I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's never good. What, 4 dudes sharing one bathroom? Yeah, that sucks. How do you even get in and out of the city from Staten Island?
Oh, so for me, I didn't have a car. So I just like took a bus and then I took the ferry and then I took a train.
So how long would it take you to get to Manhattan?
Genuinely, like on a good day, it would take me like 50 minutes.
Right.
It wasn't terrible,
No.
but it was still like taxing on my brain.
Yeah, the ferries are quite nice though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like I took a ferry from Hoboken down to the financial district over the weekend. I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah. So it's very nice. It's a very nice, like, nice ride. The only problem is like with those is like the tourists. I hate tourists so much.
Yeah.
They are You know, I said I wanted to strangle myself. Like,
Yeah.
I would like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking at the same time.
Do you feel like that after a while here? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually felt like that the other day. I was walking to Broadway Comedy Club, going through Central Park, and I was actually late to my show because I allowed the same time I normally do to walk there because I generally always walk there. It takes me about 50 minutes. I left the right time. There were so many tourists that I couldn't even freaking walk my way. Like I had to like, I was just walking behind people. I don't know what it was. I think there was like some event on or whatever, but dude, it was like, man.
They're like cockroaches.
It was pretty intense. But we've all been there, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean, tourism does bring a lot of wealth into a city, but.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know in like when I lived in Jersey, like we would come down here all the time. And I guess we were tourists at that point. But like my mom worked here. So I was like, I don't know. I didn't like notice how annoying it was to like travel in New York until like when I actually moved here. Like,
yeah.
Got to see how annoying like outsiders are to the people who live here.
Yeah. I hear you. So then what was it? How did you get into comedy? And did you come here, like when you came here, did you have your eye on the prize? Like, were you coming here to do comedy?
Yeah.
Okay. So you knew you had, but you hadn't done comedy?
I'd done a little bit of stand up.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania, actually. I would like, but the closest open mic to me there was like 45 minutes by car.
Gotcha.
So I would just, and it was only once a week. So I was like, I was kind of struggling. I only could, and we only had like 2 cars. We had 1 car actually. No, just we had like 1 car between 4 people, and we're like, this.
Yeah.
I can't just like go whenever I want to this.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying.
Okay. But okay, so you came here to do comedy. Then what? How did that all come to fruition?
Actually, like going to like Danny and Alex, like I just kind of I like worked with that. I worked there, and then I was like, okay, can I like do the mics? And he's like, yeah, you do it for free if you work here. I'm like, fuck yeah,
that's awesome.
Let's go.
Oh, that's great.
And I was terrible. Let's go.
God, it's yeah, bro. I think we all feel like that for a long time.
It was great.
So how long ago was that? How long have you been here for now?
Since 2023 June.
Oh shit, you've only been here for a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. 1 year more than me. Because I got here June 2024. Yeah, what a journey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's crazy to think it's been almost 2.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're doing good, man. I'm surprised. I thought you've been here longer and doing it longer. That's awesome. Compliments to you.
Thank you.
Compliments to the chef.
A little kiss.
Moi. So, all right, bro. So, what do you do outside of comedy? Like, what's your thing? You into conspiracy theories?
I like just like walking around genuinely. Like just exploring the city and stuff.
Yeah, I love it too.
I like playing video games and shit.
Video games?
Yeah.
Which one?
Just anything. Like anything. I like single player games more than multiplayer stuff. I like Nintendo stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon's fun. Mario.
Dude, I'm surprised at this craze that's going on with these Pokemon cards.
Oh my god, dude.
It's unbelievable.
People are dying. People are getting stabbed for them, bro. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
When? How?
Dude, like at Walmarts and Targets and stuff, they have like the displays and they have to like lock them up because like people will like fight over them and then they have to like get security. And
Is it these big corporations that can only get the cards? Like why can't normal people just buy the cards off the manufacturer?
I don't know.
They must need to have some sort of retail license, eh?
I think it's just like they like the chaos a little bit.
Yeah.
The little like fucking guy in a business suit. He's like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like snorting his cocaine a little bit.
It blows my mind. I was never into Pokemon. It was never really my thing, even as a kid. But
yeah.
I was talking to a guy the other day, and he bought a card for $1,800. 1 year ago, he said it's now worth $6,000. He just saw one sell for $6,000.
What the fuck?
Can you believe that? I was like,
so
man,
dumb.
Isn't that incredible that people...
It's cardboard, guys. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
I mean, stranger things have happened.
I mean, look, it's nice card stock. I get it. But like, bro, what the fuck?
You just don't know, though. Like, when is the craze going to end? Because Pokemon Pokemon, I feel like goes through phases. Like, do you remember when Pokemon Go came out?
Yeah.
And everyone was walking around on their phones trying to like capture something. I mean, you don't see anyone doing that anymore.
Yeah.
I wonder if this will be another craze that we go through, and it's like, you just don't know where the end point is, because once it starts dipping,
True.
your $6,000 card isn't worth $6,000 anymore. Because he was talking about, I don't know when to sell. I'm like, I don't know, maybe now's a pretty good time.
Yeah.
$6,000, dude.
Yeah, that's insane.
I know.
$6,000. That's like 5 of my rents. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. So do you live with Josue?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it just you and him?
It's me, him, and 2 other people.
Oh, there's 4 of you?
Yeah.
In a house?
It's an apartment. It has like separate like rooms and stuff.
4-bedroom apartment?
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and then we have a kitchen and a loft.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. What's up in the loft?
Just junk.
Oh, right.
There's a couch and a TV.
Yeah,
so.
Nice. What are the other 2 people like that you live with?
They're cool. One of them is a musician, and she does like EDM stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other one's a chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all cool. Does the chef ever cook?
I wish he did. But he's one of those. You ever watch The Bear? You ever watch the show The Bear?
No.
The main character that he's like a chef, and he hates just cooking. He goes back home and he just eats like chips and shit. And, like he doesn't make anything for himself. He's like that's his job. He doesn't really.
I've never known, like, any chef that I've ever met has always been a degenerate, like full on degenerate. Like loves drugs, loves partying. Never cooks at home.
Yeah.
I've never known a chef to cook at home, but hey, I'm sure there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
Just not in Australia. I actually wanted to be a chef when I was a kid. That was the first job that I remember clearly wanting to do. Actually, the very first job I ever wanted to do was a stuntman.
Really?
I wanted to be a stuntman. I thought that would be the coolest
do
job.
a backflip, dude.
I couldn't do shit. I just thought that would be fun.
Dude, I want to just break my bones. I want to do that.
I want to do like just crazy adrenaline.
Get real close. And beat the shit out of my legs. You know what I'm saying?
And then chef. I remember when Jamie Oliver came out, The Naked Chef.
Yeah.
I know you probably don't remember.
I know Jamie Oliver.
Yeah, but he had this series that came out, The Naked Chef, and he was like young, and he didn't follow recipes. He just threw a bit of this in, threw a bit of that in, and like mixed it all around, and it was all rough. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I want to do that. And my mum wasn't the best cook. Like I love her food now, but it was kind of like plain Australian
White people food.
British, just parent food, like, meat and veg kind of thing and chicken pie. But, now I love her food. But then back then I thought, and I wanted to cook because I wanted to like have the fancy food, like I wanted to have the good food.
That shit. Paprika on that shit, dude. A little turmeric, a little garlic powder. Yummy. Dude.
Yeah.
My parents aren't the best cooks. I'm gonna be honest, dude.
No?
It's like, I remember like I came back from school one time. My mom was like, "Oh, I've started doing this thing. It's like a really good recipe." And I'm like, "Oh, what do you do?" And she's like, "Oh, so it's gonna be chicken wings, and I just put a little bit of butter and garlic all over it." And I'm like, "Okay." It's just that. It's just literally like these chicken legs, and she just puts butter and like Parmesan cheese and like garlic. I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not that easy, you know.
Butter on chicken. I've never heard of that.
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah,
but it wasn't
sure
like there wasn't like seasoning. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't like salt or anything.
She's tried.
Yeah,
They come from such a different generation. Hey, like
she came from the chip beef era. Like shit on a toast or whatever the fuck that was called.
Shit on toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, plain. Were your parents? How old are your parents?
My mom is turning 73 this year, I think.
Was it you who was telling me that your parents had you really late?
Yeah.
How old was your mom when she had you?
My mom was like 49.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how was that possible?
Menopause, I guess, happened late for her.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were her only child?
No, I had a sister too.
You have a sister?
Yeah.
Younger or older?
Older.
Older, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, she's so lucky. So did she not meet your dad till later on in life?
I think so. They got married in like 1993, and they didn't have my sister till 1995.
Right. Yeah, so she must have met
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the age gap between you guys?
4 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's turning 30 in actually a few days. So.
Yeah. Do you follow that Instagram page? What is New York?
I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one on the weekend where you know how they've got the horse and carts in Central Park?
Yeah.
The horse and cart had taken off without
Yeah,
the
yeah,
driver.
did
you see that?
Isn't that crazy?
I know. I was thinking, God, I wish I was there. I would if I was on a push bike, I would so try and Indiana Jones that shit.
Fucking Last Crusade, bro. Let's fucking go.
I wonder what they did to stop it in the end. That poor horse.
Yeah, I guess it just stopped and then they just grabbed it. They all like dogpiled the horse, start beating it up. That's the New York way, guys. Let's be honest.
Yeah, just beat the horse
Beat
up.
the
You
shit up.
fucking dumb
Dude,
horse.
get the nightsticks out, start fucking beating that bitch.
Get the beat stick with the nail. Like,
Like, oh, you trying to run? I see it.
Have you seen some wild shit since you've been here?
Yeah.
Does anything come to mind?
I've lived in cities for many years. I've never once, like, I don't think I've seen more like public defecation than I have here.
Yeah.
Or like public pissing, all that
Yeah.
shit. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. And a lot of nudity. I've seen a lot of like homeless nudity.
A lot of dicks and vaginas out. It's crazy.
Why do black guys in America, not all of them, this is just some of them, but why do some black guys in America wear their pants so low?
I don't know.
I
think it's
I
just
keep
like
noticing it lately. Like sometimes I don't even think it's covering their junk. Like they're so low. It's definitely like below the butt.
Yeah.
And I don't understand, like below your hips for sure. I don't understand how that's comfortable to walk in.
It's just like a style, I guess.
It's
I don't
so
know.
bizarre to me.
I don't know where the style stems from, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think...
But, you know, there's different heights of low. Like, I kind of understand, like, a little bit lower. But I keep seeing
I've
in
seen
the last few
dudes,
nights,
like, go down to their knees.
literally nearly.
Like, you're trying to get your dick sucked. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what you're doing.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. It's hip-hop
Practicality.
culture, I guess, bro. I don't know what the fuck... Diddy? Is that what we're talking about now? It's crazy.
Yeah, that can't be comfortable.
Puff Daddy, baby.
Have you been following the trials, the P. Diddy trials?
Of course, dude. I love it.
Oh, really?
And meeting it up.
Really?
You know, dude.
Are you? What are they publishing it on? Like, what is it? How are you following it?
Honestly, I've just been seeing people talk about it.
Oh, okay.
That's like, everyone's like gossiping. I'm like, ooh.
Well, I heard that there was the lady, one of the witnesses, the third witness or something, and the lawyer had disappeared.
Yeah.
Last week there was an article. Have they reappeared now?
I guess the one lawyer like completely quit. Like he was representing Diddy and he just quit, bro.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah, and that guy, you know, this shit's bad when he was the guy who was representing Osama bin Laden. Like that's fucking that's bad.
No.
Yeah, dude, that's wrong.
Okay, but why would he quit? Because he still would want a payday. And like whether or not,
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
And I'm assuming he had more money than Osama bin Laden. Like I'm gonna throw a little like line out. Say the guy living in the cave had less money than
Osama wasn't
Sean
living in
Diddy
a cave
Combs,
anyway.
you know?
But yeah, but I think P. Diddy, correct me if I'm wrong, is he a billionaire?
I'm
pretty sure he's...
He has his own record label.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's filthy.
He's filthy, bro.
Filthy.
That's why he has all the baby oils cleaning.
Yeah.
Cleansing.
God, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall to some of those
Would you?
free coughs. Yeah, just one or
A
two.
little bit.
I want to know. I just want to know who was there.
I just want to know what the lube was used for. You know? Like, I wanna...
Well, why so many bottles? It really does beg the question. Like, okay, cool. You have like 20, 30 bottles on hand. Okay, but what did he have? Like was it 1,000?
Over 1,000.
It was, at least hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these things.
Yeah, if you drink all that, you're going to die. I'm gonna just say.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm into it though.
I can smell him from a mile away, I think.
Yeah.
Like if I know Johnson's.
Yeah.
Johnson.
What brand was it?
It was Johnson.
It was?
Yeah.
Damn, such a good moment for them.
Good.
That is
Dude, hey, yo.
yeah.
Free
If
advertising.
it's good enough for Diddy, I'm surprised they haven't done an ad on that yet.
Yeah, dude. If Diddy could use it, let me tell you.
Yeah. Free cough oil.
Free cough oil. It lasts a long time.
I have mixed feelings about it all. Because obviously, I don't know. Like, he was horrific when it came to like. Apparently, he like beat some woman up.
His ex-wife.
Okay, he beat her up,
or ex-girlfriend.
and it got caught on film.
Oh, multiple angles.
Okay, so I haven't seen that, but yeah, I understand that happened, which is awful. But I also think, to some degree, the people that were involved in these freak-offs, if they didn't have a gun to their head, which I don't really know the true circumstances, but if it was just a big orgy or whatever, couldn't these people have just said no and left if they didn't want to be involved in it? That's what I don't understand. It's like
he had enough power in like the entertainment business where it was like he definitely was like he could like strong arm you and use blackmail against you.
I understand that, but I still think people could say no, couldn't they? Like, doesn't there have to be some level of fault?
I don't know
on their behalf as well.
It's
because
like
these guys all get like so much shit because they use their power, and I understand that, but it's like if they don't have a gun to their head, it's still their choice. It is at the end of the day, it's still their choice. They're telling their body to say yes, and they're moving their arms and walking into the room.
I don't know.
Like,
I think like
I just have like. I know that might be a bit harsh, but I still feel like there has to be some level of responsibility on them as well.
I don't know. I just think like Denzel Washington literally said like that shit was like the devil was there. He said that. It was like,
he there?
He was out. He like got invited to a party, I think, and then he's like, I can't ever be back at one of these.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he talked about it like once.
I need to find out more. People just get silly, don't they? It's like Lord of the Flies shit. Once they're like in that environment,
dude, it's like
they're like
open season. Dude, baby oil is wearing white. Like, what the fuck's happening? Doing Molly or
were
whatever.
they all wearing white? Was that
there was like white parties. They would like wear all white, and then those were like kind of transitioning into freak offs. That's what I assume.
Yeah,
is going on with that.
Man, he must have just been a horny motherfucker too.
Dude, I was talking about this with a comic the other day. It was like, at a point when you get like so successful, like the most menial shit just like becomes like nothing to you. Like you like blow your nose with like just regular missionary sex. It's just like, what the fuck? You gotta like fuck goats now. You gotta fuck like.
Well, that's what Dan. I had Danny on the podcast, and he said something which I thought was kind of funny, but probably true. He said like a vampire. You know how they live forever, allegedly. He's like, a vampire eventually would turn gay. And he goes, because once you've just fucked women for 5,000 years, you're going to be like, I'm bored of this shit. I'm going to fucking move on to something else.
Yeah, I think
and I kind of get that, you know? Like, so he probably would need so much stimulation. Like, that guy could just walk down the street and be like, pussy.
Yeah, he's like, just pussy. Like stare. He's like stares. That's my Diddy impression.
Yeah. Yeah, so he probably needed so much stimulation just to get going. Poor bastard.
Bro, was he not circumcised? Like, I think because like, why else would you need that much lube? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand.
Well,
you know what? That makes sense. I think the people are circumcised. They are the more crazy people. I think.
You think?
Yeah, because like they can't feel sex the best. They can't feel it that good. You know what I mean? Like,
because they're desensitized.
Yeah, it's like it's not working.
I don't get that.
It's like
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fucking wild to me, man. This is so crazy. This is a crazy one. Do you reckon he's gonna get convicted?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
I don't think enough people have turned on him to the point where it's like I think he might have fucked up with somebody who was like higher up on the food chain than him. Yeah. So like I think that's my conspiracy. I think that he might have fucked with the wrong people and now they're like not letting him get out of this, you know?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, righto. Well, is in America when these guys go to jail, is there like a white collar jail that these guys go to where they can like
No, if it's like a high profile person, they get like best treatment, which kind of sucks. But
oh, really?
Yeah,
they'll just get treated the same as everyone else.
I don't think they'll get treated the same as everyone. It depends on the person.
Yeah,
you know, like I don't think Weinstein's like in a jail cell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't.
Did he go to jail for life? What was his conviction?
He like molested women or something. I don't know what his
he did. Yeah. See, that was a guy that he'd certainly use his power. It's the same thing. he like used his power to use his position to take advantage of people.
Yeah.
But
Except with Weinstein, like his dick was falling apart, and he couldn't use lube for that. So
his dick was falling apart.
yeah, he had like necrosis on his dick.
What was that? What's that?
Oh, it's like when your like cells are just dying and it's just like rotting.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he couldn't use his penis.
I mean, he could, but it was just not good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It got like leaked or something that he, or like from the court filing. My brain is fried.
Yeah.
The court hearings, like the transcripts like said that his dick just wouldn't work, so he'd like make women like still. Yeah.
Like suck him off.
Yeah.
His floppy, flaccid.
His floppy, like rotten, flaccid. Yeah, I'm disgusting you.
No, you're not discussing me. I mean, it happened. That's so crazy.
Yeah, he's not a great guy, you know.
Poor guy. Wouldn't you just give up if your dick's not working? Like, plenty of men, their dicks eventually stop working.
He could, but he's like,
I'm Harvey Weinstein.
I gotta.
I
Jesus Christ, go get a wife, dude.
yeah.
Like, get a woman that just loves you.
Oh, I think
She'll
did.
suck your flaccid dick.
Yeah, I think he had a wife.
Crazy. All these guys. What about the? Did you ever follow the Jeffrey Epstein stuff?
Oh, a little bit.
There was something on it last night. It was like Dan Bongino and someone else was saying that he killed himself in the jail cell. I don't believe he killed
Oh
himself.
hell no, dude.
Hell no.
He fucked with like Diddy. Like he fucked with the wrong people.
Yeah.
But he knew too much. Is his problem. So he had to like get the axe. They probably.
Well,
saw him
that's how they reckon he got his wealth, because he wasn't a rich man at all. He was a university professor. That's how he started off.
Yeah.
And then he ended up pairing up with one of the billionaires in New York and did.
Yeah. He started doing like financiering.
Yeah.
Or something.
And then he ended up. They reckon he was like sleeping with him, and he blackmailed him, and that's how he got his first like big injection of money, because that guy gave him like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Oof. He must have got something on camera, and that's what they reckon he did. He would get people over. He had cameras set up in his place. He would get them to do things that, that were
getting a little crazy,
a little illegal. And then he was like, "You owe me a favor. You owe me money." Yeah, crazy. Of course, he's going to step on the wrong toes eventually. Hey.
I mean, he knew like politicians and shit like that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Politicians. He knew Donnie. He knew. He knew. I don't know who else. I don't even.
Did you hear that Biden the other day? He's like got stage 4 cancer now.
Yeah.
So the previous doctor in February gave him like the tick of health. Said, "Oh, he's in great health" or whatever, and it was just a complete lie.
Yeah.
Would that guy end up getting, like, is there any sort of accountability on him for that?
I mean, he's not like he has no like legal right to like tell us the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got like if a doctor has to take the Hippocratic oath, right? Because like that way he doesn't really have to say anything that's truthful. I mean, I think Biden was the one who said he had stage 4, right? It was like his team who said he had it. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think a doctor has to like say anything. They're like just forced to say, "Oh, he's in good health," just for like the PR of it. But
Yeah, so that poor bastard, he's not going to be alive for much longer.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Stage 4, I think once it gets to stage 4, you're done.
Yeah.
That's not, that apparently is once
it's
it's
like
in your bones.
It's like spreading to his bones and shit. That's fucked. Yeah, he's done, bro. His pelvis is gone, you know?
Plus he's definitely got dementia, so that can't, it's probably a good thing. If I've got dementia, I want to go out. Like I want everything to fall apart at that point.
I want my doctor wife to just
I don't want to live. The worst thing is when people get this dementia and then they live for 10 years or 20 years, and it's
like put him down, bro. What are we doing?
Yeah,
Kill him.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what's your writing process with comedy? How do you come up with your style?
I've been like, this year I made it a thing where I like write a new premise / joke every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been like consistently doing it every day for the past 4-5 months. So,
Wow.
yeah.
And then do you just then perform it that night at the club? Or?
I do like mics and stuff, and I try to
Yeah.
do it.
So how do you come up with your stuff?
Just living.
Yeah.
It's not really like a process too. Like Louis C.K. one time said, like, you know, it sucks. Like joke writing sucks because like everything just like kind of comes to you. This is paraphrasing, obviously, but like it just like comes to you at the wrong times.
Yeah.
Like it comes to you like at times you don't want it to, and then like it's like super frustrating, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I find it, a lot of it comes for me when I'm like, when I'm out or I don't have the time to actually sit down and write it down. And you know how sometimes when you think about a bit, it feels really clear and you're like, oh, this is good. But then when you sit down and write it, you're like, this is junk.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
True. It's like, it's so dumb. It's such a frustrating process just because you don't know necessarily if something's going to work unless you do it on stage,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Yeah, unfortunately. It's got to be one of the hardest jobs in that sense, hasn't it?
yeah. I think it's like it's similar to acting in a way where like you have to perform what you think is gonna work first before like actually work, like before you know what's gonna be the audience response to it. You know, like in acting, you have like you make choices, and then you know if the director is like, "Oh yeah, that's a good choice," you're like, "Oh, I did good. I did good. I did good.
Yeah, I get you.
I get a cookie. I get a."
I think, yeah, you're right. You do get more of a sense for what is going to work and what isn't once you,
once you do it on stage.
Also beforehand, I can kind of get a sense as well. I'm like, all right, this is just open micy, or this is like, this is hacky.
True.
You get more of a sense.
You grow that sense like the more you do it, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's the comedians in getting around at the moment that's like really impressing you? Like guys that are coming sort of through the open mic scene.
None of them. No, I'm kidding. Let me see. I gotta think of names. This is a. All right. Let's see. I think Aldo. He's been impressing me.
He's so funny, man.
Yeah, he's so
I have
funny.
him on my list of people to get on the podcast.
Yeah, he's only 21, bro, and he's like doing arenas. Like, what the fuck?
How's
like
he,
theaters. I mean,
how's he doing that? Has he teed up with another comic?
no, I mean he's been doing it longer than me.
Yeah, because he's been doing it since he was a
Definitely.
young fella, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been doing it since he was like 17.
Yeah, he's ridiculously funny and talented.
Yeah, and he started in Arizona.
I could see him
With
getting
more
something like an SNL gig one day as
Yeah.
well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, Aldo is amazing. Shout out to Aldo.
Yeah.
I noticed him the other day. Like I was like, holy fuck, this guy's young and he's like incredibly talented.
Yeah, I was just with him last night actually.
Is he getting? Does he bark for St. Mark's?
Yeah.
And
he hosts more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's getting some spots there. Yeah. No, I agree. Aldo's fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aldo. I'm gonna get him on the podcast.
Give him a little kiss for me.
Come on.
What do you do?
Who else?
Let me think.
It doesn't matter.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
You're killing it, bro.
I'm killing it. I'm bad. This is why I quit improv, bro. I can't fucking improvise on the fly.
Yeah. Did you enjoy doing improv?
It was fine. It was I mean like I just like I said earlier, I hate like people in that scene. It's just I hate like when theater kids do it. You know what I mean? Like I can't stand when people like want to do improv and then do improv. Like if they just want to do it for fun, those are exponentially the more interesting people to be in a scene with. Because they're not like forcing their own ego into the whole thing. I remember I had a elective class for just improvisation because I needed it, and everyone in that class wasn't a theater kid. They were just like normal, like fucking people from like different programs and stuff, and they just wanted to have fun. That was the most fun I ever had with improv, genuinely.
Yeah. Do you think doing stuff like that helps your comedy?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Improv is like very important to doing comedy, just in general. Like you have to. I mean, also just like in conversation and stuff. Like improv, you if you want to like be a better joke writer, I think you should definitely like do improv, or just like do performance in general, like outside of stand up, like that, or like just do public speaking. Maybe that's like both of those. both of those things are great.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is there many guys that have come up? There's quite a lot of famous guys that started doing improv, isn't there?
Yeah.
And a lot of the SNL guys came up through improv.
Yeah. A lot like Bill Murray, like Stephen Colbert, Steve Carell, like Dan Aykroyd.
Wow.
Like a lot of really like famous people. Also like for newer people like Tina Fey and what's Amy Poehler. Like both of them were. One of them was Second City. The other one was UCB. But
What's Second City?
It's a improv / like sketch, like comedy theater program. Like it's like a organization that's out of Chicago. That's why it's called Second City, because it's a Chicago name.
Gotcha. I've just heard that referenced a lot.
Yeah, it's where a lot of like famous people came from.
Okay.
Like a lot of like basically the majority of like the original like SNL like cast and writers came from Second City, or from that whole scene.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you reckon you're gonna go back to it?
I mean, if I'm invited to do it, I'm not out like wanting to pursue it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I like stand up way more than improv and sketch.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's also a really long road, stand up.
Yeah.
Like it's just something that you're just gonna continue to get better and get better, but it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
True.
I think it's like, there's not really such thing. There's people that are like very naturally good at it, but when you really get down to it, they're working hard.
Yeah.
They're working really hard and putting in the miles.
True.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's.
I always worry like I'll like plateau at a point, I'll like never move past a certain point.
So do I, dude.
Yeah.
I think everyone does. Yeah, I worry as well, because I sometimes just fall back onto my tried and true, whereas I should like sometimes just push more into my new stuff. But it's like when you're on a show, for example, you just want to get laughs. You want to put on a good show. Yeah, it's like letting go of the safety bars. You've got to sometimes like push yourself away. But I think everyone does, and some people do apparently plateau. They just plateau and then they don't get any better, and they just do their same material for 10 years and they never develop, which
sad.
You don't want to be.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone wants to be that guy.
I'd never want to be that guy. Like I've seen those guys like at mics and stuff. Like,
yeah,
they've been doing it for like 15 years and they've been doing the same material. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude?
Yeah, they just love it.
I guess they enjoy doing that. But I mean, for me, I would. Like again, I'd fucking choke myself.
Yeah.
I would never.
It must be polished though.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
If you've been doing the same 5 minutes for 15 years,
you'd be surprised. You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
It'd get rough.
Do you run mics at St. Mark's?
I only host the one on Saturday.
Oh, is that a house mic?
Yeah.
What time is that?
It's at 4.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know. Actually, that works out well.
Yeah.
For me. All right, brother. Well, we better wrap this up in a minute. Did you want to plug your socials?
Reed was here 1 is my Instagram.
Reed was here 1.
Yeah.
Guys, follow this legend. He's a fucking champion. No, it's good to have you, man. It's good to have you pod.
Yeah,
good to get to know ya.
Yeah.
Good to have a chat.
Good to have this on this little like orange slice of a table. I like this.
Nah, it's been good.
Fun.
It's been good. And we'll do many more.
Of course.
And I'll see you at the club on Friday night.
Wow.
Yes. See you in the next one, guys. Hey guys, thanks for listening to this episode of Going After It with Cam Bird. Produced by Cam Bird. Podcast edited by Calpert. Music by Brian Rigby. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. And if you can, get after it.